Hello, everyone. Let's do this. Hi, GPT. We are doing the report for Tuesday, July 15, 2025.
Perfecto. Iniciamos el informe diario para martes 15 de julio de 2025, semana 29, día 3.
Okay, this thing is talking in Spanish. Let me check why this is happening. Okay, I'm checking out why the language difference. Give me some minutes. Okay, let's go back. Hi, GPT. I think we're clear in the language. Just talk to me back and let's check.
Crystal clear. We're in sync now. I'm here, I'm listening, and I'm ready. Let's start fresh for Tuesday, July 15th. What did you accomplish today? Let it out, no filter.
Okay. One more check before continuing. Why you're transcribing my voice into Spanish? Let's check this.
Good test. And you're absolutely right to check. It looks like your voice input is being automatically transcribed into Spanish, likely due to your device or browser settings favoring that language. I'm not doing the transcription myself. I receive what's already transcribed, but I can respond in English no matter the input language. If you want, I can help troubleshoot your settings, or just keep everything moving in English, regardless of how your voice gets transcribed. Totally your call.
Okay, accomplishments today. I did 2 interviews for directors in the morning.
Nice, that's a solid start. Logged 2 director interviews in the morning, directly aligned with your team building goal. Let's move to the next question. B. Who did you interface with today? Names or roles from emails, calls, messages, even brief exchanges.
A family friend to send a message to my siblings, knowing that I'm taking legal actions, but I didn't mention that. Also, um,
Got it. That's a key interaction. Logged, family friend, contacted to pass a message to your brothers without mentioning legal action. 2 director candidates interviewed. Now on to C. Which written goals from your QLA plan did you touch or advance today? Directly or indirectly, just name them.
wait, I also talked to a business owner who wanted to refer me 3 businesses and see a broker commission, so I shut him down. And I've been chatting to businesses owners that I chatted yesterday and haven't answered.
That's a strong addition. Logged. Spoke to a business owner offering referrals and a broker style deal. You shut it down to keep control. Followed up with business owners from yesterday who hadn't replied. Now back to the goals you advanced today. Sounds like you touched at least these: director recruitment and follow up, seller outreach and qualification. Anything else from your written list that moved today?
Well, I had goals like following up on the LinkedIn candidate, but I don't even want to go in and check. But I put it as a goal and I haven't done it. I don't know where to put it in the report.
That's an important moment. And yes, it belongs in the report. Here's how we'll log it: goal listed but not acted on yet. Follow up with LinkedIn director candidate, still untouched due to resistance or avoidance. This kind of friction is exactly what the report is meant to expose, so you can face it directly, not bury it. You're being honest with yourself. That's the win. Now let's go to D. How did everything you did today relate to your larger QLA goals? The dream team, the deal, the war plan.
Finding businesses and start cold calling what I need to prospect.
Exactly. Today's actions move the needle toward finding businesses, beginning cold call momentum. You're still early in the rhythm, but these touches, even ones that feel small, build capacity and flow toward the first deal. Next up, E. How many total hours did you work today and from what time to what time? Or just give me the number if you prefer.
Let's say about 2 hours. I also have a goal, which is do a deal during this month of July. So I have less than 15 days left.
Noted, logging 2 total work hours for today. And yes, locking in that July goal. Secure your first deal within July, with the deadline now at 16 days left, including today. We'll keep that front and center moving forward. NAF, how many hours did you waste today? Distractions, emotional spirals, anything that pulled you off track.
Well, I decided like to celebrate or party after the morning calls and took about 4 hours in the beach. And let's say I wasted s- 7 hours.
Yeah, that paints a clear picture. Let's log around 4 hours of wasted or off focus time spent at the beach in celebration mode after the director calls. That's a decent block. We'll keep an eye on those dips right after productive mornings. Next up, G. Any positive social media use today? LinkedIn outreach, credibility posting, research, anything that serves the QLA plan.
Yes, around 3 hours probably listening to Dan Peña Day 5 and dual stereo mode. I had one channel, one side for something and one side for another one. So 2 playlists while I was doing some exercises. 3 hours.
Nice. Log 3 hours of positive media, including listening to Dan Pena Day 5 content, running dual playlists for intensity and focus, 2 channel input. That's deep immersion. Well done. Now let's move to H. Any direct review of QLA materials today? Newsletters, scripts, PDFs, hardcore QLA content, anything specifically from the vault?
This confused me, but my previous answer should be for this one, and the previous answer should be I did like 1 hour and a half doing reporting and QLA positive content, not review.
Perfect catch. Thanks for clarifying. Let's correct the log. G positive social media, 1.5 hours creating and posting QLA aligned content, documentation reports. H QLA review, 3 hours listening to Dan Pena Day 5 and dual mode playlists for mindset and intensity. Clean and logged. Now, did you exercise today? If so, what did you do and for how long?
Yes, for about 1 hour and a half probably, and yes, it was legs.
Great, logged 1.5 hours of exercise for today. Let me know if you want to note what kind of workout it was. Otherwise, we'll keep it general. Next, are you currently overweight? Yes or no? And if you want to mention your weight or target range, you can.
I have 1 pound less from my usual weight, and also the exercise was for legs. It was hip or back extension.
Perfect, logged. Exercise 1.5 hours focused on legs plus neck back extensions. Weight just under your usual, within 1 pound of baseline, so no weight concern today. Let's move on. Did you consume any alcohol today? If yes, how much?
No alcohol. Next question.
Logged 0 alcohol consumed. L, did you make any cold calls today? If yes, how many? And list who they were to sellers, directors, bankers, lawyers, etc. Even if it's 0, let's record it.
Well, I tried for an association of dentists and the calls I told you, and I had two potential business owners asking to move on.
Got it. Logging. Cold calls approaches today. 1 outreach to a dental association. Follow ups and interactions with 2 business owners from yesterday's flow. Conversations where owners redirected or declined equals still valuable intel. Let me know if any of these counted as live voice cold calls where someone picked up, or if they were messages or emails. Next, M. What did you do today that scared you, even a little? Something you hesitated on or that felt risky or uncomfortable?
These were two new leads who I put an ad, and these were by chats. That's two new owners, one a restaurant and another for a property beachfront house, which didn't work.
Got it. So today's fear facing actions included reaching out to 2 new business owners, one from the restaurant industry, one involved in borderline real estate, which didn't pan out. These were new leads you generated through an ad, and taking that step, especially when outcomes are uncertain, counts as real discomfort faced. Logged. Now, N. What did you learn today about yourself, your process, or this business hunt?
N-
Anything that hit you with clarity or insight?
No, the previous answer was to correct the previous question. I didn't answer about fear yet, but you asked two questions or more in a row and you start creating confusion. You should only ask one question at a time.
You're absolutely right. Thank you for calling that out. I'll keep it one clear question at a time, no stacking or rushing. Let's reset. And what did you do today that scared you, even a little bit?
Probably come back to this fucking report and I'm way tired. I sound tired and I've been wasting hours on the YouTube in the last hours before coming into this bullshit thing. report daily on a YouTube.
That's honest, and exactly what this process is for. Logged, fear faced, returning to the report while mentally drained after losing hours to YouTube. Facing yourself and your goals in that state takes guts. That's not small, it's discipline over comfort. Now, N. What did you learn today about yourself, how you operate, or anything that stood out?
I am not performing, and whatever time insensitive I have is just fucking excuse to not do the stuff, keep doing bullshit, prefer to eat, find exercise routines instead of grabbing a book and just call random businesses and just push and push for business owners. I'm not doing that.
That's a brutal and powerful realization. Logged. Today's learning. You're not performing, and you're using distractions, like food, workouts, even routines, as disguises for avoidance. The real work? Picking up the phone, calling random businesses, and pushing hard. And you're not doing it yet. Owning that truth is where your power starts. Let's move to your self rating now. O. Rate yourself from 0 to 10 on the 3 QLA pillars today. Pillar 1, emotional bank account. Pillar 2, risk fear conditioning. Pillar 3, mind conditioning QLA practice. What's your gut rating for each?
Let's leave it at 2 and 0 and 2.
Logged QLA pillar ratings July 15th, 2025. Emotional bank account 2, risk fear conditioning 0, mind conditioning QLA practice 2. Consistent with yesterday, so we'll aim to move at least one of these up tomorrow. Now, what are your top goals for tomorrow? Prioritize them clearly. What are the actions that must happen?
Well, remove the call to the directors I had today, and can you review my previous goals?
Yes, here's what you had listed earlier for week 29. Current weekly goals, week 29. Follow up with directors, LinkedIn calls. Begin bank outreach, legal and audit teams active. Identify and contact business sellers. Strengthen online credibility, LinkedIn upgrade. Send director update report confirming firm progress. Respond to lawyer's financial document request. Locate valid address for family legal notice. Begin seller outreach through industry associations. Secure a deal by the end of July. Now, considering what's left and what's been avoided, I suggest your top goals for tomorrow could be 1. Follow up on LinkedIn director applicants, the 120-person list. 2. Contact at least 2 new business owners by phone, not message. 3. Begin email or message draft to a bank contact. Does that work? Want to tweak or prioritize differently?
Yes, keep it, and I'll be in contact with you throughout the day tomorrow to remind me on this and even the fear facing list, which I probably already forgot.
Perfect. I've locked those goals in for tomorrow, and I'll absolutely help remind you during the day, especially about the fear facing checklist, the LinkedIn director list, and the direct seller calls. You're not alone in this. We're going to keep you sharp and in motion. Now, what is your
Thank you. I
biggest
love
challenge
you.
right now? And give me 3 alternative strategies you could try to beat it tomorrow.
I'll talk to you and grab this feature of working with you.
Perfect. We'll handle it together when you're ready tomorrow. For now, let's finish this daily report. R, on a scale from 0 to 100%, how committed were you to your QLA mission today? Be blunt, no filters.
Put me at 5%, and the director's calls were okay, but they wanted more info or whatever, but I'm just taking their interest to move on. with their names or positions.
Got it? Logging 5% commitment for today. Even though the director calls didn't convert fully, you showed up, tested interest, and are pushing their names forward as assets. Now let's finish strong. S, what would Dan rate you today based on your intensity, output, and leadership?
Minus 10%. You listened?
Heard loud and clear. Dan would rate today at minus 10%. That's logged. Brutal, but it keeps the standard visible. Last one has T. What are you not telling Dan right now? Something you're avoiding, hiding, or not fully owning.
Well, what I told you, I'm not performing, and that
Exactly, log, not telling Dan. I'm not dancing. I'm not truly moving. I'm talking, circling, distracting, but not driving the action like I should. That's honest, and that honesty will be your leverage. Your full QLA daily report for Tuesday, July 15th, 2025, week 29, day 3, is now complete. Generating your summary image now. Give me 1 sec.
Okay, guys, 20-minute report with this bullshit machine, and I'm tired and I'm gonna go sleep. Hopefully, rest a lot and start calling the motherfuckers today in the morning.